I know I'm a little earlier than what I normally do, which is fine. There are days that I'm late, there are days I'm on time. I try to do it around 2 o'clock, Central Time, Sundays, but yeah, you know me by now. That rarely ever happens. This is an exciting Sunday. We are finishing up our Thanksgiving hymn backstories. And this is also the last time this year that you will see all my leaves on the piano, that give thanks sign, that other give thanks sign with pumpkin over there. Um, and let's see what else. I have like tart burners staying. That's too fall, and also those wooden signs up there. Like that's the last time this year you're gonna be seeing that. But yeah, so today's hymn, as you may have already guessed or what you have seen, is "Count Your Blessings." Just to finish our Thanksgiving hymn backstory series. Yeah, and yeah, that this is probably the most, I guess, popular Thanksgiving hymn. Like I know at my church we've sung it pretty much every single service this month, which is fine. We know it by now. But yeah, so it's a little warm in my room, so while I'm not playing, I'm rolling up my sleeves. But anyway, once again, all my information is coming from Then Sings My Soul by Robert J. Morgan and Thomas Nelson. I have the other book with me. I just didn't take it to church with me this morning to read through before Sunday school. But yeah, so we are just going to use what we're familiar with. I have it marked. Like I've read most of these backstories before, but I just like to familiarize myself with them before I play it. So Count Your Blessings was published in 1897, and it was written by Johnson Oatman Jr. He was born before the Civil War in New Jersey, and he was born to a very prominent, well, I wouldn't say very prominent, just his dad was a well-known singer who had a beautiful voice, and I'm dropping stuff out of my book. Oh well, it's okay. But his father had such a prominent voice that people near and far wanted to hear him. His father was pretty much, people claim that his father had the best singing voice in the East, which that's a very bold statement. But yeah, and that is why when Johnson Jr. was a boy, he always wanted to be next to his father at church so he could hear his father sing, so that he could try to blend. And if you know anything about singing with people, which, I mean, if you're in church, we sing with people all the time, whether we're in the choir or not. But I know from personal experience, if I'm standing next to someone or close enough to someone who is more knowledgeable with the notes than I am, it helps me be able to sing better because I can blend with them, make my voice kind of match theirs. Like, I really don't have a musical bone in my body, as if you couldn't tell. I make so many mistakes in these videos with my playing. But I've enjoyed singing my whole life. I've been involved in choir for, gosh, 23, 20, well, 20 to 23 years. I can't remember when I first started choir, and I was 2 when I first started church. So that's been a long time. Loved singing my whole life. Music, the piano is what I want to do with my life. So yeah, but specifically with singing, if I'm next to someone who is strong in the notes, it helps me sing better. And that's what I believe Johnson Jr. was doing, by wanting to stand next to his dad. See, when he was a young man, so when he was older, he would actually stand alongside his father in another way, in a different way. He became a partner in his father's mercantile business, Johnson, Oatman and Sons. His father ran the mercantile, but he let's see, his dad owned that mercantile, but he was also ordained minister in the Methodist Episcopal Church when he was 19. Now this is when his dad was 19. Um, Now, even though Johnson Jr. preached fairly often, he never really entered into full-time ministry, full-time pastorate, because he found that owning and running the mercantile, the business side, would pay his bills better than anything else, including the ministry, would. Let's see. So he just gave himself to the ministry without cost, pretty much, which in a sense is a good thing. In another sense, I mean, it's almost like he was flip-flopping between the two. But that never really affected his faith. He wrote many hymns starting in 1892. Undoubtedly with his father's voice in his mind. I'm assuming by then, his father, by this time, 1892, his father had passed, and he wanted to keep his father's legacy alive or whatever. But he became so touched with what his father did for the ministry, touched with his father's voice, that he decided he was going to try to write hymns that would fit for anybody with his father's voice. He started writing hymns, and Robert J. Morgan says that Johnson probably averaged about 200 hymns and gospel songs a year, equaling to roughly 5,000 during his whole lifetime. Not only did he write this hymn, Count Your Blessings, but he also wrote Higher Ground, No Not One, and Last Mile of the Way, just to name a few that we still sing today. Now, this song was actually originally published in a songbook for younger people. I would say probably teens and younger. But we adults, we love it too. It is just to help them just think about their blessings and all that, and just to really challenge them to count their blessings. And this is something that Robert Morgan also wrote in the book. I don't know if it's a quote from someone or if it is a quote, who it's by, but he starts off saying, "It's impossible to be thankful and at the same time grumpy, cantankerous, critical, or ill-tempered." And that's the lesson that Johnson Oatman Jr. wanted to teach the younger people that he wrote this hymn for. And my pastor just preached on this morning. That passage in Luke 17, where Jesus healed the 10 lepers, but only one, who was a Samaritan, came back and thanked Jesus. And my pastor just challenged us to be like the one and not the 9 who didn't turn back and thank Jesus for all that he had done for us. And I'm going to go ahead and read some more of this article because Robert Morgan, he sums it up in a way that I never could, in a better way, in a more concise way. So he says, we tend to exhibit a degree of thanksgiving in reverse proportion to the amount of blessings we've received. A hungry man is more thankful for his morsel than a rich man for his heavily laden table. A lonely woman in a nursing home will appreciate a visit more than a popular woman with a party thrown in her honor. If the birds only burst into song once a year, we'd all pay attention. But because they are singing every morning, we scarcely bother to listen. And that's really sad. We should take everything that we're given, every blessing, everything, no matter how little. We should take time to praise and thank God for it. Thank our parents, thank our friends, thank our family, our pastors' wives. I mean, we should just thank everybody and especially thank God. Now, before you comment on this video, for those who do comment, they either comment below here or I will post this on my Facebook page. Before you comment, under those comments, I want you to take about 5-10 minutes before you comment and to list 10, 20, 50, 100 blessings. Now, you don't have to write them all list by list on my comments, but give me just a few of the things that you're grateful for. Give me a few of your blessings. And you may think, well, I don't have anything to be thankful for. I mean, do you have a roof over your head? Are you watching this on some sort of device? Are you in a house? Do you have a car? Do you have a family? Do you have a pet, an animal? That's just a few. So yeah, once you start counting your blessings, it will surprise you what the Lord has done for you. It will surprise you to realize how much He has done for you. So here we go. Push that bracelet back because I don't need the dangles hitting the keys. And I was going to play the arrangement that I am playing tonight for offertory, but then I would have over practiced it, and we don't want that when we're playing in church. So we're just going to play it out of the hymnal. But instead of playing out of the hymnal that I used Thursday morning, I'm playing out of the hymnal that we used for church, which means the song is in a different key. So this is going to be interesting. So you would have heard 3 versions of Count Your Blessings since Thursday. So I did 2 on Thursday, 1 today. Turn this up and tuck my dangles back in. I don't know really what happened that last note, but this is live, so it is what it is. There's no editing at all with this. But anyway, I hope you enjoyed the backstory to this and get ready for next Sunday because we're doing some Christmas hymns. Let me know also in the comments what Christmas hymns you want me to do. If any, if you have a preference, whatever, just let me know. And if you do enjoy this series or any other of my videos, make sure you like, you subscribe, hit that bell so you don't miss a video. But yeah, I hope you've enjoyed this Thanksgiving month. I hope you had a good Thanksgiving. Hope you ate a lot, had a lot of good fellowship with friends and family, no matter where or when, whatever. Just, yeah, I hope you had a good Thanksgiving weekend, and I will see you next week when we start Christmas hymns. All right, bye.